So today we're going to talk about Sketch. Sketch is a creator who got huge playing Madden and quickly grew from having very few live viewers every time he streamed to having thousands. He was even invited to read one of the picks at the NFL draft. Now, with all this success, of course, is going to come with hate and people who disagree with how he came to notoriety. Now, in Sketch's content, he appears to be developmentally disabled. You could tell this by a lot of his mannerisms, by the way he speaks, and that was a lot of the reason why people found him so likable and part of what caused everybody to get behind him. But recently, a lot of people have been expressing their skepticism in certain moments of whether or not he's doing it for the camera or that's really how he is. Many creators have expressed that they think this is a grift, notably Poetic Flacco and Bruce Drop 'Em Off. Now with Poetic Flacco, it's hilarious that he is skeptical that anybody is not who they say they are, because just look at him, bro. Watch the video I made on him if you don't believe me, if you don't agree with me.
BL last year, the special teams coach for that screen, punt team, get ready.
And if you don't know that reference I just made about a Brit saying punter, go ahead and Google it.
Make some noise! Come on! This is football! Come on!
I may be the first one onto this, right? But when I seen that, I said, okay, he's a lovable guy who has Down syndrome, or he's autistic, right?
He's spectrum.
Right? And then I seen him with some niggas and thought, oh man, he been fucking
Blast throwing all this cash, ass with your bitch. I ain't give a fuck you last. Really on my nerve. I'm outside, I'm on the curb. I'm that white boy out the motherfucking bird.
We got you, nigga. This ain't no slow mo.
What's wrong? He looks more here than he did in the other clip.
The fact that we know Flacco is not who he says he is, as much as that should make his point less valid, it could also add some context to why he thinks this, and why he thinks he would know more than anybody else that somebody is or is not who they say they are. The streamer Bruce Drop 'Em Off also shared a tweet that expressed his skepticism in whether or not Sketch was really who he says he is or playing a character for the cameras. Now, as easy as it would be for me to turn this into a hit piece on both Flacco and Bruce Drop 'Em Off, I think it would be much more interesting to look into Sketch, look into who he put himself out there as in the past, and try to figure out for ourselves if he's playing a character or if he is who he shows on the camera. Alright y'all, so I was on Reddit and I found this post. Is Sketch a character or really him? The title, but just curious if he's being his true self, not playing up for the camera, or is just a funny character. 100% a character. You can look at old clips of him and he acts completely different. Then in October 2023 he started streaming with the Sketch persona. Insanely talented guy. I don't know how he keeps a big going for so long with as few breaks as he has. Not to hate on the king of character, but this is like Dr. Disrespect level. The poster of this on Reddit actually posted a link to Sketch's old stuff so we could get to the bottom of this mystery ourselves.
I'm Sterling Shepard Senior! Are you kidding me? New York, New York! Sing, Frank! Look at the crowd goes silent. Kansas City is absolutely silent. No look catch! No look catch! We're not even gonna skip it. We can't skip it. Here goes a field goal. It's rare to miss, but it can happen.
Many of these clips had little to no commentary, but here we start to see signs of what his content would become eventually.
You have to post them on your TikTok now.
Make sure you get this.
What? What you gonna do right now? You ain't gonna do nothing? What the fuck did you just do?
When you clip that shit, do this.
What the fuck are you doing?
Clip that shit when you say that.
Man,
Trying to cancel that shit. Cancel this shit.
Now it's starting to look like a sketch stream, minus the voice, of course. Okay, so that for sure, that is before the character for sure. It's like the same style of content, the same dude, but just like without all the extra. That's interesting though.
He's been recognized for being a bit, let's just say, special.
Special teams, special plays, special players.
Sketch, you keep saying that, but you haven't scored a point, dog.
He's basically World of T-shirts if he was a football fan.
This is interesting because we didn't see this behavior before in the old streams. this is something that's new and part of the new Sketch character.
You may be wondering how evil Mr. Beast got to this point in his career where he's playing with actual NFL players and getting all the ladies thanks to his habit of not knowing what he is doing. However, Sketch knows what he is doing, and it turns out the man is more of a genius than we think. Is he a character? Is he an athlete? Does he vape too much? All these questions will be answered in this video, why Sketch is a genius. Sketch's real name is indeed Kylie Cox, and he is currently 25 years old. From the moment he was born, he knew he was a different breed.
When did you realize you were like, shit, I got motion, twin? Since birth.
Growing up in a Christian environment within the Woodlands, Texas,
That's
he's
actually
been playing
hilarious.
video games since he was 5, enjoying Super Smash Bros. And his all-time favorite game, Modern Warfare 2. Another major hobby of his would have to be sports. His favorite NFL player is J.J. Watt, describing him as the best Texan of all time. Believe it or not, Sketch himself is a real athlete. I'm talking about golf, football, baseball, amateur wrestling, and soccer. He also hunts for deer. Starting at the age of 7, he played baseball for various Woodland teams from 2006 to 2010. A few years later, he was a part of his high school's varsity football team from 2013 to 2016. He didn't play his senior year as he didn't want to get benched. He played middle linebacker and long snapper positions with a jersey number of 20. After the 2015 and 16 season came to a close, he was ranked 59th by the Texas Association of Private and Parochial Schools for his 64 tackles. He was an animal on the field. It was now October, and he was becoming infamous in the Madden community for his habit of rage quitting.
No fucking way. Do that shit to her. No fucking way.
Being called the worst Madden player in history. Special team, special plays, and special players. His viewers were convinced he was on the spectrum due to his bizarre antics. He was performing several hand gestures throughout his streams, squinting his eyes, and speaking in a way that made him sound like Morty from Rick and Morty with speaking cases similar to Donald Trump. Soon he would have people grabbing clips of his streams and posting them on social media with everyone wondering if he had an extra chromosome.
Is Sketch
Here's the thing,
acoustic?
everybody, in case it isn't clear now, Sketch is a character, similar to iShowSpeed, where they are completely normal people off camera, but pretend or overly exaggerate to be someone else on camera. This is definitely gonna break the fun, but it's the truth.
After watching those videos, I can confirm that Sketch is a character, which is interesting, right? How lucrative that could be to completely pretend on the camera and like act and make your own show, so to speak. Now, whether this character should be looked at as a grift or genuine good content in which the creator puts on a funny voice and does funny gestures and makes the content very entertaining by doing so, is really up to you. I'm not sure how I feel about it because, you know, a lot of times on the internet we see people masquerade as disabled people to garner support and grow their platform for selfish reasons. However, in this Sketch situation, nothing has happened for me to think that it is selfish reasons and it's anything other than just making good content that people enjoy. Now, I do think these people do have a point who are saying he is lying to the fans, lying to the people, because it is indeed a character and it is not clear that it is. The question that I want to end this video off on is Sketch a grifter for this act? Or is he simply playing a character that people enjoy to watch, that people enjoy the content of? And is it just as innocent as it sounds? Or is there a more sinister agenda at play? I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.